What's up guys, this is Jake, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how you can set up Shopify payment methods and gateways so that way you can start collecting payments and making money right away. But before we get into the video, if you want to learn 5 ways to instantly increase your Shopify sales, go ahead and click the first link in the description to download my free ebook that condenses everything I've learned over the years of selling products online into 5 strategies that anyone can use to increase their sales immediately. But with that said, let's go ahead and jump into the video. So first off, we're going to be taking a look at this post by Shopify themselves, which goes over 8 common types of payment options. So that being credit and debit card, cash, mobile wallet, buy now, pay later, checks, bank transfer, auto pay, and cryptocurrency. So to be honest, for 99% of people, you're not going to need all 8 of these. You're really only going to need a couple. So the most important one for everyone to have is going to be accepting credit and debit cards, because this is the most commonly used payment method. The next one here, mobile wallet's going to be pretty important because Apple Pay and Google Pay are becoming more prominent. Buy now, pay later can be important depending on the price point of your product. So if you're selling expensive products, let's say over $100, then having a buy now, pay later solution might help increase your conversion rates. And then lastly, cryptocurrency. If you're in a very niche marketplace where people like to pay with crypto, this might be important. So with that said, I'm going to show you how you can set up all of these different payment methods on your Shopify store. So you're going to need to log in to Shopify. Once you're inside your admin, you're going to come down here to settings, and then we're going to open up payments, and then this is what your payment screen is going to look like depending on what country you're in. So the best payment method to use is going to be Shopify payments. Pretty much everyone should be using this if it's available, but the thing is, it's not going to be available for 100% of countries. So we can see right here supported countries for Shopify payments, and if you are operating your business in a country that is not on this list, then you're not going to have Shopify payments available. So if you don't have Shopify payments available, you can skip to a later part in this video where I'll be going over other options. But the first option we are going to be looking at is Shopify payments, because it's one of the best, most inclusive options and one of the easiest ones to set up. So as we can see, Shopify payments lets you accept all of the major credit card providers. It lets you accept Apple Pay and Google Pay, as well as Meta Pay. And it also offers Shop Pay, which is a buy now, pay later solution. So you get a lot of different solutions inside of Shopify payments, which is why I'd recommend using it. Now, Shopify payments uses Stripe to handle all their transactions. So there is going to be a fee on these transactions, but it is worth it considering all of the different optionality you get. So in order to set up Shopify payments, you would just click on complete account setup, and you're going to have 3 quick steps to do. So the first thing you need to do is submit information about your business. So you would click on submit details. You'd pick your business type. Depending on what country you're in, the business types might be different. I'm in the US and my business is an S Corp, so I would pick corporation, and then you would go ahead and put in your details here. So if you have a federal EIN number, you would go ahead and put that in. If you're a sole proprietor, then this becomes optional. You would put in things like your business address right here, your personal details, your job detail. So if you're a business owner, you just put like owner. You scroll down here and you put the owners here. So you could say enter the details of any individual who owns over 25% or more of the company. So if you're the only owner, you keep that checked. If you're like a partner, you can go ahead and add them in here. And then you would go ahead and select your industry. So this is going to vary depending on what you're selling. So let's say this is a retail business, and let's say we're selling clothing and accessories. Then you just type a quick description of the product or service. So we could just say online store that sells men's clothing. And then down here, you could edit your customer billing statement. So this is what's going to show up on your customer's bank account. So this is the charge that's going to show up. So normally you just have your business name here, and then you can have your business phone number here, and then you would just click on complete account setup. Now this is a demo store, so I'm not actually going to go through with the account setup here, but that's all you would have to do. And then after you do that, you're just going to have to set up 2-step authentication, which is pretty easy. This is just to keep your account secure. And then lastly, you'll have to connect a bank account, so that way Shopify and Stripe can actually deposit your sales into your bank account. So that's how you set up Shopify payments. But let's go back to payments and take a look at our other options. So the second most prominent option here is PayPal. And in most cases, it's probably ideal to have both Shopify payments and PayPal set up, even if you are in one of the countries that allow Shopify payments, just because having another payment option gives your customers another option they can check out with. So if they want to buy with their PayPal balance, for example, this just provides them another option. So setting up PayPal is pretty easy, and the advantage of using PayPal is we can see here that the transaction fee is 0%. And another advantage of PayPal is it's available in more countries than Shopify payments. So if you're in a country where you can't use Shopify payments, you likely are going to be able to use PayPal. So if we click on complete account setup here, we'll see that a PayPal account has been created for whichever email you use to sign up with for the store. And then you just have to click complete setup. And when you click complete setup, what it's going to do is it's going to take you over to PayPal, and you're just going to complete your sign up process for your PayPal account. And if you already have one with this associated email, then it's even easier. Then you'll just complete it really quickly and it'll automatically be linked. So I would recommend setting up PayPal pretty much in all cases because there's no reason not to have it. It's a nice backup payment provider to have, and some people want to pay with their PayPal balance. Especially if you have international buyers, they might be more likely to use PayPal. So those are going to be the two most common payment providers that you're going to be using. Now, another option here is Amazon Pay. Now, this one's a lot less common, so I'm not going to really go into it. But if you already have like an Amazon merchant account and you want to offer Amazon Pay, you can do that by activating that right here. Now, manual payment methods also aren't very common. So, you can have manual cash on delivery, money orders, which I don't really know who uses those anymore, bank deposits, which can be really slow and a lot less efficient than credit cards, or you can create your own custom payment method. So 99% of people aren't going to be using these manual payment methods, so you don't really have to worry about it. So let's take a look at a couple of other payment methods that you can use by coming here and clicking on add payment methods. Now, this is going to be beneficial for people that want to accept other types of currency. So maybe you want to accept crypto, or maybe you want to offer buy now, pay later outside of Shop Pay, or maybe you're in another country that doesn't have Shopify payments. This is what you can go ahead and use. So you can search through additional payment methods through two different ways. You can first search by payment method itself. So if I click on here, you can see that it's going to show a bunch of different payment methods. And let's say if I were to just click on one, it would then show a bunch of different options here of providers that provide support for accepting this payment method right here. So that's one way that you can search. So let's say you wanted to accept Ethereum as a payment method. You can see that there's 4 options here for accepting Ethereum on your store if you wanted to accept crypto. Another option you can do is search by provider, and then if you just click on this, you can see all the providers here. So you can see that if you're in a country that doesn't accept Shopify payments, other options such as like 2Checkout, for example, could be an option for you depending on the country you're in. You're just gonna have to look through these providers and see which ones provide support for all of the major credit cards, and then figure out which one is offered in your country, because there's a bunch of options here, as you can see, that offer support for different credit cards. And then if you want to go ahead and add one in, you can just go ahead and click on it. So let's say you wanted to accept crypto payments. You could select Coinbase Commerce, for example, and then just click activate here and follow along with the steps provided. So whichever one of these providers you select, you're obviously going to have to sign up for the specific provider. So in this case, you'd have to sign up for Coinbase Commerce, and then you just activate it here by linking the account with Shopify. And there's a lot of different options here that you can go through and choose from. And this is going to vary depending on the country you're in. So going back here, we can see that for the majority of people, all you're going to need to do is set up Shopify payments, and then I would add in PayPal as well. And then you can also choose to add a buy now, pay later solution if you are selling products over $100. Now, ShopPay is only available for the US, but there's other buy now, pay later solutions such as Klarna and Afterpay that also operate in other countries like Europe and Australia, so you can look into those as well depending on the country you're in. And if you don't have Shopify payments, then you're going to want to look through these alternate payment methods to find one that also provides support for the major credit and debit cards, so Visa, MasterCard, American Express, and Discover, because these are going to be the most common payment methods used online. And then behind that is going to be things like Apple Pay and Google Pay. So when setting up your payment settings for Shopify, definitely prioritize accepting debit and credit cards first, ideally through Shopify payments, and then set up PayPal next. And then you can prioritize accepting mobile wallets like Google and Apple Pay. Then you can optionally choose to offer buy now, pay later on expensive products, so $100 or more. And then you can set up obscure payment methods depending on what you're selling. So if you're selling to an audience that likes to pay with crypto, maybe you're selling NFTs or something, then accepting crypto would be more important. So that's how you can go ahead and set up payments inside of your Shopify store. So if you found this video helpful, be sure to leave it a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel for more videos, and I will see you guys in the next one.